Hey everyone, it's Shelly with Couture. Time for part 2 of our Christmas tiered tray series. Welcome. Welcome to the replay. If you're catching the replay, it's Friday. Woohoo, we made it to the weekend, friends. Demo will start in a moment. Hope everyone's well. Happy Friday. Say hello as you hop on. We'll see if we can see comments tonight. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday. Say hello in the comments. Today is part 2 of our Christmas tiered tray series. And today we're going to work on the tray. And we're going to use the same paints that we used yesterday. Since we played with them, we wanted to test them out. We wanted to see if they were able to be used with our silk screens. And we did pretty good with them. So we're going to see how tonight goes. I'm probably going to wax our trays. So we'll see if that makes a difference. We'll see if that paint actually will sit on top. So I took out all the pieces from our tiered tray. Say hi, guys, as you hop on. So you have your 2 pieces. This screws into the top piece. And then this comes up through the bottom and then they connect, and that's what keeps it all together. So we'll put that aside. We don't need that right this minute. They give you some handy dandy directions on how to put that together. This will be my second one that I'm putting together. Of course, the holes are pre-drilled. These holes will be very important to us, not just for lining up the rod, but also lining up the transfer. And I have a special surprise. I found, where are they? I found my Lazy Susan mechanism. So that's going to be fun, except, let me show you. This is the same height or just a little under the little legs that they have. So you could do one of 2 things. You can crack those legs off if you don't want them there and just put your Lazy Susan mechanism there. Or I took a chalkable chip and then we'll glue it on that. And that, let me just put everything down. That will give us enough height that it will clear the legs. So I'm really excited about this. Hi, Mom. How are you tonight? So I was at Michael's today and bought a few things. Just a few. And I saw the cutest tiered tray. I actually did buy one of their tiered trays. It was kind of like a brownish wood, kind of like a twinish color, kind of like this color, the color of our little display stands. And then it had some gingerbread pieces that went really well with it. So I bought all that. But then I saw another one. They were painted red, pure red, and then had a black stripe going around the edge, and this one was a lot thicker, but it had a black like belt and like little gold squares every so often to look like Santa's belt. Oh my gosh, so cute. Contemplated coloring this red, but then I talked myself out of it. So this is the transfer that corresponds. We did have an autumn version, and I want to say it's all still available. I am good. I'm getting tired though. It's getting sleepy time. They had an autumn set. I want to say everything is still in stock. I do have a special going for my club members and my VIPs. So if you're in one of those two groups, make sure you're checking the pinned or featured section of the group so that you can take advantage of my little fun promo. But let's get started. We can take these out. Let's get this cut. And then I think I'm going to wax. And then we're going to try the paint. See what happens. We're going to use the same colors so that everything coordinates, because we don't want anything to not coordinate, because that would drive me bananas. So we're just going to separate these two on the cut line. And before I even move on, let's see, it's called Tiered Tray Christmas Patterns. So tier tray, Christmas pattern. I'm going to say top. Just going to put the little hole there too. Tier tray, Christmas pattern, bottom. All right. Oops. All right, we got that labeled. Let's go ahead and get our surfaces waxed. Bring over my wax. I want to say our surface wax is still in stock, so that's good. Always a good sign. And I'm not going to sand, I don't think. I think I kind of like all that wood grain, so we're going to wax it. All right, I just coated it on first. And then what we'll do is we'll buff off whatever's not necessary. You can kind of hold it in the light. You'll be able to see if you actually have enough wax on. Okay. All right, so it's on. Give it a second. And get a clean paper towel. I like buffing off with the paper towels because I just feel like they're more coarse. So I feel like I get a better buff and then I get it rubbed in real nice. This one may have too much excess here. Let's just keep rubbing it in. The friction from you rubbing it into will kind of soften the wax. I really put a lot on here. I'm going to go also across the grain, just so it kind of finds its home in those little wood grain areas. I'm going to get another paper towel. I really put a lot on here. You'll feel it ease up too. You'll feel that it's not so sticky or waxy. You'll also see sometimes some of our wood, I don't know if I can catch it. it'll look a little slick too, or shiny. Okay, let's do the big guy here. Now, the last time we did this for the autumn, we had to really concentrate on, once we did one side and we had to do the other side, we had to make sure some of the overlapping elements of the design matched up. This one doesn't look like we have to worry about that. So that's good. Turn that side out. Okay. All right. Let's do the top part first. So this is the bottom part, but what I'm going to do is we're going to do the pine cones brown. So I brought in a brown color. The ivy or holly leaves will be green. Of course, the little berries will be red. And these little sprigs, we're going to do that dark blue that we did our bell last night, just because I want to incorporate all those colors. Then the top, I think we're going to do the blue for the snowflake. That makes sense. This guy will do green with red berries, and maybe these twigs will do brown. So it all makes sense. All right, let's take it off. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to get our hole punch. And when you hold our hole punch upside down, you'll see there's a little, you can see the hole there. This will help you place your hole where exactly you need. Instead of blindly going in and punching and not really getting it where you want to get it, if you hold it upside down, then you'll be able to know exactly where that hole is going to be punched. So I'm going to do that so that I can find. Now I probably won't get the exact center to this, but I'll be close. And so, because I'm going to need to know where my circle is. There we go. Let's go ahead and punch the other one out. I probably could take my pen and really find the center. All right, so you can find that center. Then I can center that, the center, a little bit easier. Hopefully get it in a good spot. Okay. All right. Now we can proceed. And I'm going to, I did clean up a bunch of squeegees this time. So we're going to attempt using the squeegees today instead of the foam brushes. Maybe we can have some better control. Again, because this ink or this paint is so much thinner than our paste, we really need to make sure that this transfer, okay, is really pushed down. I'm gonna be kind of nice just to trace that too and cut off all that excess. There is an awful lot of excess transfer material here. I'm just going to tuck that in the corners. We're going to draw a little line. Eventually I'll cut that. Okay. Otherwise it just gets all funky and you got to pull it over. There we go. All right, so I am going to rub very, very hard. I'm going to use my paste scraper. Okay, I don't think that can get any flatter than it is. All right, I'm gonna really shake these up too. I felt like they were a little too wet yesterday. Just a little too liquidy. I thought they were thicker when I first opened one of the other colors. So I'm going to really give them a good shake. And of course, we're adding our brown. Okay. Okay, let's get our cover off here. All right, let's start with the brown, since it's right next to us. Okay, so this is a lot thinner than our paste is. So what's nice is I can still squeegee it on, and I can get all my excess off. And honestly, this is probably going to stay wet for a while, so we can kind of let it hang out. Make sure you get all that excess off. Okay. I don't want to pull it up because I'm afraid I'll never get back down in the right spot. So okay, here's our blue. That blue is so nice and dark. I'll just take it out of the lid. We are going to use very, very little of this paint. Now, I also know there is a product out there that will change paint into a chalk paint. I'm going to have to look into that. Try it with this. Maybe see if we can thicken it up for pasting. But I really just wanted to try it for this project. I wanted to see if it was possible. And so far, we are thinking it's possible. Okay. Excess. Let's just put our tools on a paper towel for now. Okay, so then we're going to do this whole thing green. We're going to try to do those berries red. So I think I'm going to do the red first, right? Because once the green is down, it's probably going to be difficult to get around. And I think I'm going to try one of my tools here. Probably another tool I could use would be our detail tool. It has that little tip to it. Honestly, I could probably just get away with doing little dots of red. Nobody would probably know the difference. Because this might be just a little difficult to get in there. Try not to put too much on my squeegee here, because it's very wet and it really, really spreads. But I'm really excited to see how this turns out. Okay, so it's just really difficult to get off that excess. All right. I think I'm just going to take one of these squeegees here. This is a cut up squeegee from the very first kind of small squeegee that we had actually was horizontal. So it was this way and it had the little slant going that way. Now we have them that they're more vertical. Anyway, so this is one of our first kinds of squeegees that we had. And I like to cut them in smaller sizes so I can get to the smaller stuff. Okay. Just going to put a little bit on. And try not to hit any red. Also, you're going to want to make sure you don't hit that circle because it does have like a little ring around it. For some reason they did, I don't know why they did that. I kind of hit that red. Okay. Of course, our chalk paste is a better option, but we were trying the paint and seeing if it could be done. So now that I started it that way, I gotta finish it that way. So that's why we're using the paints. I need my glasses on. This is a little area. It's amazing how much better you can see when you wear glasses. Shocking, I know. Just really trying not to get it in that red. We're almost done with the top. Okay, I am going to kind of lift this half. So pretty. Yeah, it ran a little bit, and it's because of the paint. The paint is just so thin. It doesn't look horrible, but your paste is the better choice, friends. Much better choice. Okay. Going with the green first this time on this side, because I think I'm going to use my detail tool to just put a little bit of red dots over where the berries are. Even though I'm really trying to scrape off that excess, it's still very wet and a lot thinner than our paste. So the paste consistency is perfect for this silkscreen mesh. It's not too thick and it's not too thin, and it just sits perfectly on your surface. Okay, see if we can get some of that off. trying not to hit those berries. Okay, so we're going to take the tip of our, I think so too, with our detail tool. And then I'm just going to kind of dab it off a little bit. And this is how I'm going to put it on. So dab it off a couple times. Except I need a little more. I'm trying not to dab too much, but then I'm barely dabbing. And if it turns out really bad, I'll just buy another one. Or I'll sand it down, paint it white. No biggie. But I did put the wax on, so that might help if I really decide I want to take it off. Trying to get that red through there. It's not wanting to go. There we go. All right. Whew, we'll see. Whew. Nervous. Yep, that worked. Ooh, that brown must have started to dry in my transfer. All right, let's try putting some more brown down. Where's my brown? That's odd that a paint would dry like that. Let's see if we can recover here. Okay. Let's see. Nope, we're gonna have to try that one again. Okay. No worries. Let's get it dry. It is pretty though. Worst case, I get out my white marker and I fix it up. That works very well. Yeah, you could barely notice it. Okay. So we'll just come back and wash that. Actually, let's try to wash it off. I might be able to wash it off. Since I used the wax, let's see if it's going to do us any favors here. Look at that. It comes right off. You guys, get the wax. I know a lot of people don't want to use it. Get the wax. It makes such a difference when you're trying to fix your mistakes. And mistakes happen. Even the best of us that chalk every day will accidentally do something. So, all right. Whew. I am so warm in my basement today. The heat must be going or something. Let me go ahead. I'm going to put that aside. We need to get our transfer washed because I'm afraid to have it dry in the mesh. So let's get it wet. We're going to let it kind of sit there for a little bit here. Okay. I have my board eraser close by. And then we'll just start trying to take it off. All right. All right, now we're going to do the back side. Oops. Hopefully that brown comes out. Yes, okay, good. Thank you, Mr. Board Eraser, because you just saved my life. It's taking all that dried up paint out of my mesh. Thankfully. Happy Veterans Day, too. If you or a loved one served or are serving, thank you for your service. All right, just really trying to get it clean here. Remember, these marks are from where it sat on the tray. And I'll probably cut those away just so then I know it fits perfectly on that top tray. Okay, we're gonna take the paper towel, get all that moisture off of it, flip it, do that same thing on this top. All right, let's wave it here. And what we're going to do is we'll line it up this way. But we have to make sure it's nice and dry. And I am going to just give it one little tap to my clothing here. Sometimes our transfers get even stickier once you've used them and washed them. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. Just looking at my spacing. I think that's good right there. Okay, tuck that in. Let's get that. Now you guys saw me rub this down, so I'm not quite sure how that bled under. The only thing I can say is I think the paint is just too thin of a medium to use with our transfers. It's possible. It's just thinner, right? It's thinner than our chalk paste. So always, always keep that in mind. Okay. All right, we're going to do that same process on this side. Then we'll have to come back and fix that brown on the other side. So let's just go ahead and, this is a really dark brown. Very, very dark. And I think what we'll do is the paste and peel. We're going to have to do that. All right, let's do our green little branch here. I wonder how using a paintbrush would be. Once I get the red berries, I think I'll pull those off. Okay. Trying to just take a little bit at a time here. So again, if you're in my VIP group or a club member, I do have a little promo going for this tiered tray set. It's a good one. If you're not a member, go ahead and comment VIP if you'd like to be a member, and you can, it's only for customers, it's not for other Couture designers per policy. Okay, let's pull it up. There. I think we're getting better as we go through. And actually, I'm not going to do that because that is a high heat tool. Okay. So let's go press that down. Let's do our snowflake. If you're just joining, say hello. Okay. I'm really going to rub that down, get it all off. Don't know why that snowflake wants to run. Stretch it over there. That way it shouldn't lay down on it just yet. Okay, we are so close, you guys. Any fun plans for this weekend? Anybody have anything fun planned? I think I might check out a local like craft event at a school nearby. And then in our downtown, we have a really big show going on. It's kind of like the home and garden show. So I might do that. I'm not sure because it's, I wouldn't say far away, but it's downtown. So I might do that one of the 2 days. Got to finish preparing for my fun workshop on the 20th in my classroom. Lots of stuff going on. Fun weekend. If I let it sit open, you mean, before I start to use it? I know there's a special product that I can use. I think I might even have it. So next time we'll try that. See if that helps thicken things up. I don't want it to dry on my transfer because that's what happened the first time. All right, the brown is the last. Just drop it on a plate. Oh. Yeah, it's possible. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the rest of this off. Yay! We just need to finish the one other brown spot. So let me just get this dry so we can put our transfer down. So pretty. It is pretty, isn't it? All right. We are going to try to use this without washing it, but I see that we pulled up a little bit of paint, so let me try to get that off. Paint works, but I'll tell you what, I don't have these issues with my paste. Paste is the way to go, friends. All right, just didn't want that to get on it, so let's go ahead and get that dry. Okay, bring it back over. We just need to fix up. We need to add our little brown guy there. Looks like I peeled up a little bit of the green there. We'll see. I may or may not fix that little stuff, but I do have to just kind of line this up. So let's put that brown piece down. Okay. I suppose we could try that little green spot. And then one little berry. Okay. Let's take that off. All right. Okay, let's put this aside. This can dry. And let's bring the big guy over. This one should be easier. There's, I don't think, really any intricate areas that we're worried about. He's already waxed, so he's all good to go. Waxed and buffed. Let's get him placed. So I lined the hole up with, you know, the hole that I punched. I can see the middle of the board then, and that really guides you when you're lining up your transfer. Okay. I think it would be fun. I should order some more trays because I think it would be fun to paint them. Not necessarily for Christmas, but paint one black or gray, if that's the colors in your house. Brown, whatever color you need. All right, this should be a lot easier. So let's work one way to the other here. I'm gonna do a red berry. Okay, red berry. That's gonna be green, so let's get a bigger squeegee. Really trying to get that excess off. Without running into the red like I just did. Okay. The pine cone is going to be brown. This brown is dark brown. Holy moly. I like my browns with a little more red in it, you know? And lighter too. Okay, and then that guy is going to be blue. It's just a sprig of something, but we're going to make it blue so that we can incorporate all the colors. I'm just wiping it on my paper towel. I don't know why. I just am. All right, where's the green? Let's do this guy again. All right, then we're going to do the berries, and then we'll pull it up a little bit. Because we don't want that to sit too long. All right, so let's pull that up. So pretty. Such pretty colors. Okay, we're going to just push down what we haven't done yet. I'm going to kind of just drag it across here. We're going to just keep moving quickly here. Tell me in the comments if you guys decorate with tiered trays in your home. Do you leave it out all season, all year, or do you just bring it out for certain holidays or seasons? Inquiring minds want to know. I like decorating mine throughout the year. Okay, green. I do feel that this paint is getting a little thicker as it's sitting in the lid, but it's still very wet. Still very wet. Okay. All right, get down to the last couple here. All right, that one's done, and then we just have to do the berries. I think we're done. Yay! That went quicker than the bottom piece, didn't it? Although we got to do it again, right? So we're halfway done, but it's pretty. All right, we're gonna get this nice and dry. Isn't that pretty? It'd almost be really pretty to paint maybe the top rim red or one of the other colors. I think red would be very pretty. That would really pop. I have to really scrub these transfers when I'm done. Since the other one's been sitting and it's dirty, so I hope it comes clean. I think if I were to color just the tops, I would do red, I think that would, because there's very little red in both of them, but I think that would, or maybe even do the top one blue and that one red, or top one green. I don't know, I think I would go with red. think. Okay, spin it around. Actually, let's go ahead and get it clean. Just so we can start with a clean palette here. This is where our board eraser really does its job. You know, before they came out with the board erasers, we struggled. I have so many stained transfers. And stained is okay, right? As long as your silkscreen mesh is nice and clean, you're fine. You're good to go. But we have so many stained transfers. And then they came out with that, and I was like, oh my God, it's a miracle tool. Okay. Just getting all that paint off. All right, let's just get the top part off here. All right, not too bad on that one. Let's get our okay. I mean, this is really doing a good job. Not really scrubbing too hard either. Okay. Oops. So it just gently glides over the adhesive. You don't want to sit there and scrub the adhesive side because you can potentially pull up the adhesive. I honestly haven't done that since they changed the formula of the adhesive, and that's been a couple years now, I think. So I think we're all right with that. Okay, we're gonna give this a fuzzing. It's really sticky. Okay. Try to position it so it looks, oh, I see what they did there. I was wondering why they had like one berry on one side and not on the other side. But I think I need to turn it a little bit. Okay. All right, let's do it. So then there's 3 berries on each side. That makes sense. They are so clever when they come up with their designs. Just not quite sure how they do it. They really put a lot of thought into things, you know, like, oh, if you were to do this in a circle, we have to make it make sense. I'm kind of doing a different technique over here. I'm starting on an opposite sides, working my way in. And then what I'll probably do is just pull both sides up now that I've done them. Get that pulled up. Still making sure that's down. Okay. Get our pine cones done. That brown, I'm gonna keep saying it. I know it is so dark brown. It's like a black brown. I have to see if they have any lighter browns, because this is really dark. Not sure I like it that dark. Okay, do our little blue thingies. I am speed chalking here, guys. Back in the jar. Okay, 2 green and the red. Almost done, and then we get to put it together. So exciting. Comment VIP if you want to take advantage of my tiered tray promo. Customers only, not for other designers, because you know we get 40% off of all of our products. So if you want that too, you can go ahead and comment with the number 40 and we'll get you taken care of. Okay. Yay. Woohoo. Very wintry. All right, let's get this dry. Let's get it started anyway. I am in love. I love it. We'll get it all put together. Actually, I'll put the Lazy Susan mechanism on the bottom first. And then we'll put it together. Now that I'm thinking about it, I got to figure out how to do that with the post. let's think about that. And I'm going to put my hot glue gun on. Let's think about this, because our directions tell us that this bottom piece comes out. And goes up through there. So I guess what I'll do is I'll glue that, and then we'll glue that. Hopefully that will work. Otherwise, I wonder if I could do that. That probably won't work. No, we're gonna have to do this first. Hot glue this. So we'll center this on that, and then we'll put that on that, and that will turn it into a Lazy Susan. Hopefully the base is big enough to carry it so that it doesn't wobble. That's what we're hoping for. All right, let's let that warm up. So let's get everything put away and cleaned up. You guys, I got the cutest things today in the mail. Look, I got cute little rolling pins. Aren't they cute? I was going to use these paints too and paint each one a different color. And then we can use, I know there's a rolling pin in the Essentials kit, but with these little words too, you could put them on your, some more of the rolling pins. So you can have rolling pins all throughout. Aren't those cute? So cute. All right, continue to clean up here while we wait. While we patiently wait. All right, I'm going to take this foil off. Overall, I'm pleased with this paint line. Not to chalk with, I don't think, though. I think we need to stick to paste, friends. Got to stick to the paste. Okay, we're getting there. So I think that's what needs to happen. We have to, I wonder if I can get to the center. I can't even get to the center. Although, it's not my crocodile. I used to have that. I used to have that big thing that would reach a little further into the center. Here it is. Let's see if I can get to the center. This is like our punch. It's called the crocodile. A lot of paper crafters will use it. People who make their own little hard scrapbooks out of paper or chipboard. All right, let's see. So I'm going to try to line this up and punch a hole. Let's see if this works. Wow, I am pretty close. Pretty close, so let's see. That way I can kind of see what I'm doing. I can line it up. Okay. Actually, I'm going to get a Sharpie. Put the circle on the Sharpie here. We're just getting really technical over here, aren't we? So if I put that there, then we should be okay to line that up. Okay. Because I don't think that's exactly in the center, but we will adapt. Okay. Put a lot of glue on the top there. Okay, we're going to hold that down. Let that sit before we put this down. Now these have holes so that you can like screw something in. I don't have little screws, so we're going to just hot glue it. I'm going to go all the way around, apply it really thick, and then we'll center that and hope for the best. Hope for the best. Let's see. I might need another stick of glue. Okay. All right. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch it. I keep wanting to touch it, but I know I should not touch it. Let's touch it. Oh, it's getting hard. Okay. Okay, good. All right, here we go. I don't think one side's any flatter than the other, so we're just going to go, we are going to gob it on. I'm not going to do it over the holes because I feel like that will drip through and I will get burned. So what we're going to do is go all the way around, and then I can glue it on through the holes too once it dries. I hope this works. I hope this works. Because then what I can do is turn it like this, and we can do glue over those holes. That'll hold it down. It should, anyways, in my mind. We're just going to put a big old glob over that. Kind of create a little sealant. All right. We are going to let that sit for a while here. Just give it a minute to dry. What we need to do is flip it so that guy is still, might be a little wobbly. It's the only problem. It might be a tad wobbly. Screw that post on. Okay. That's not bad. Then you take this one and put it through your top. You actually have to turn it. All right, so that it comes through. Attach it. Hold that middle piece while you tighten it, or at least try to. Oh, it came unglued. That's why I got wobbly. Darn it. It felt pretty firm for a while there, but it's a little wobbly. Okay, we can fix that. We can fix that. I think it's, well, maybe not. No, you know what came undone? Well, I don't know if that came undone or if it just loosened. I feel like I need a bigger platform, or like we needed the screw to go through the middle of that chuckable chip. Like I wonder, let's just take that off. Like I wonder if I make this hole bigger so that it fits over the screw. Probably need a couple. This is on tight. Yeah, that's not coming off. Never fear, I have others. We can start over. So I'm thinking maybe we need 2 chuckable chips then to fit that tight. Okay. Otherwise, it sits nicely. All right. I'm going to try to find the center. Probably need to go through 2 of them. Okay. So we're just going to kind of try to start in the center, and we're just going to keep punching till I have a hole that will go around that screw. Ooh. And then it explodes on you. It's so fun when it opens up and vomits everywhere. Ooh. Okay, let's keep going. We're just chipping away at it. Oh, got my finger on that one. Let's see if that's big enough to go around our the screw that's on the, it's like the nut. All right, let's see if that can fit. Oh, it does. Okay, so you see that, and then we'll do one more, and then we should be able to apply that. I think we're on to something. Although it shouldn't be this difficult, right? You wouldn't think. You wouldn't think that it should be, but oh, there it goes again. It gets so full that it just starts spewing all those pieces all over the place. So this is our actual, I still have like our first chocolate chips. They weren't that boutique finish that we all love so much. They were more of a matte. So I don't mind doing this. I'd probably not want to do it to my other ones. Okay. All right. Oh, yes, friends. Yes, this is going to work. Okay, good. Good. Except now it's all together and we're going to have to work on it upside down. So let's do this. Put it over here. All right, so we have our two chuckable chips that we've punched a hole through. You can see the holes. They're almost identical, which is crazy. I'm going to glue them together first. Okay. Let's glue them together. Just to get them stable here. Then we'll glue it to the bottom of the... Actually, I wonder if I should glue this on first. I may do that. I may have to glue this on first. Okay. All right, same process. Here we go. We're just really loading it up here. That seemed to work. How that metal gets hot. Let's make sure it's centered somewhat. Okay, let's let that sit. Be kind of nice to maybe even put one on top of here to give it maybe a bigger base. I might do that. Let's see if we can take this one apart. This is on so good. Like, I surprised myself. I don't know if I can, I don't even think I can pry it up. Oh, there we go. See that? Determination. Okay, we'll put that aside. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this as a base, and then, or no, we have to go around. Yeah, we could still do that. We could still do that. So we can attach that, and then we'll have a larger flat base to work with. Let me poke this out. It's not going to work. There we go. All right. So again, we're just going to get another stick of glue. That's the only problem with these little guns. They go through the glue like crazy. Okay. Loading her up here. Okay. Now we're going to center this, hopefully. Okay. Sheesh. It's like it's a sandwich. And then that'll fit on top of that, and voila, we have lots of work to make this into a lazy Susan. Nothing lazy about it, is there? Come on, glue gun. It may need more charging time, but let's see if that was enough here. Oh, jeez. Okay. Let's just put it on there. I think that's good. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. That should do it. That should do it. Okay. Woohoo! It's a little wobbly. It's a little wonky, but you know what? It works. I'm very happy with it. Yay. So I'm not sure if it's the pole that's not straight or if it's like the tray is off. I don't know. Yay, this is it, guys. All right. So if you remember correctly, yesterday we worked on our cutouts so it matches everything perfectly. And usually what they would do, you know, Couture kind of just leans it. But again, you guys, buy these display stands. Thanks, Mom. You can buy the display stands, right? And I only have 2 down here, so we'll stick that, and then maybe the tree will just lean. But then you have the pieces being held up for you. So this is what I like about the Lazy Susan. As the tray turns, you can see the front and the back of your designs. So that's it, guys. Oh my gosh. That took, it seemed like forever. So thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Thanks for catching the replay. Tomorrow we'll bring, well, let's see. Tomorrow I'm not sure if I'll be able to make it live, but otherwise I'll be back Sunday. But stay tuned. Part 3 and the final pieces are the essentials kit. So that's the real fun pieces with your stacked book and the little cutting board. We're going to have so much fun. I'll see you guys again soon.